Let me ask you this question. When was the last time you actually finished a book cover to cover? Not just left it on DNF or bookmarked it to be read in some future time that's never gonna come. Or you keep telling yourself that you're gonna read this book one day, you're gonna be the reader that you once was, and it's all gonna be fine and dandy. If you had to pause and think, this video is for you, my friend. How to read more books, a beginner's guide to building a reading habit. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pooja at A Book by the Window. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are reading good. Yes, you remember me, right? The one girl on the internet who keeps telling you to read more books. Yes, I am her. And to be honest, personally for me, reading has been a lifesaver. Reading has been a personality trait of mine ever since I was a little kid. Reading is something that has completely changed my life, and I think a lot of my personality was developed once I started reading a lot of books. I started writing, and I also started putting myself out there, all because I chose this one thing. And with the advent of social media and with the advent of AI, I'm not sure how long this habit is going to sustain, but I am a friendly reminder that if you want to get back into reading or you want to live your life more consciously in a world that is so hell bent on asking for your attention and distracting you, then you should definitely do so. And although it is only the mid of the year, it's almost more than half of 2025, you can still pick up that habit, still build upon it. And at the end of this year, come back to this video and tell me that you did indeed started reading, following these little tips that I'm gonna tell you in this video, and build that reading habit you have been putting off for so long. But before getting into the deets, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I come up with these videos every week. I'm trying to get this channel monetized, and I would really appreciate your support. To all the girls out there who are wondering what lipstick I'm wearing today, I'm gonna link it in the description box below as well, because this has been my favorite ever since I got my hands on it. My sister brought this lipstick for me from India, and I only now got time to try it, and I'm just obsessed. So I'm going to link that. All my makeup details are also going to be in the description box below. With that self promotion out of the way, let's get to it. Before even getting into the tips or the hacks to help you read more, let's get to the bottom of it, the problem of it all. Why did you stop reading in the first place? If you are someone who has been wanting to get to reading, why do you not get around it? It's not the fact that you are lazy or demotivated. Maybe it is the fact that you never found the right books to read. Maybe it is the fact that you are constantly busy or trying to build a life, have goals, and you find yourself really overwhelmed at the end of the day. Or maybe it is the fact that you find yourself in a conundrum of so much information around you and you do not even know where to start. Truly, the truth of the matter is that you are trying to read in a world that is constantly vying for your attention. Between social media, Netflix, constant group chats, deadlines, you can feel exhausted, you can feel burnt out, you can feel overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, when you have had a really long day, tough day, mentally sitting and focusing on a book feels like a chore. It doesn't feel like a hobby. It doesn't feel like something that is going to recharge you. So that friction is there. I have been there. I am dealing with it right now as well. Because when you are an adult, you have a lot of responsibilities. You don't have a lot of times for your hobbies. And at the end of the day, you have had a lot of your mental energy spent. It is just really hard to focus on a book consciously. And this is one of the pain points of anyone who is trying to get to reading. Personally, for me, I am lucky in the fact that I was always a reader. Even before internet, social media came to the scene, I was a reader. I am not easily distracted, and I seldom think when I'm sitting down and reading very seamlessly that it would be so hard for a person who is trying to get to reading in this day and age, because I also get distracted all the time by my phone. After 10 minutes I am doing Reddit or I go to Instagram, and it has just become a habit that I am trying to break. So first out, don't beat yourself up that you are not being productive, that you are not reading as much as you like to. And with the rise of productivity gurus all over the internet, I know you feel obligated to read more just to feel productive, just to feel like you are putting your brain to work, or just to grow your personality. But you don't have to do anything just out of obligation. Having habits, having hobbies should be a part of your life in a way that it sustains you, it is sustainable, it also brings joy to you. It shouldn't feel like a chore at the end of the day. So if you're coming from that mindset, or you are beating yourself up, or you are telling yourself that no matter how much you try, you're never going to be a reader, chuck that away. Do not think like that. Give yourself some grace. You are doing enough. I'm sure not all of us have all the time in the world to sit down and read, and that is okay. But you can still read one page in the day. You can still read 10 pages. You can still listen to audiobooks, and all of these things are going to help you with an attitude of you just picking up this habit, sustaining it for a lifetime, not just for show, not just for Instagram, not just to feel like you are an intellectual. Books do bring a lot to your life, but if you're going to benefit from it, think of it as something that's going to be an add on in your life rather than something that you do to show others. Once you have figured out why are you not reading, I want you to sit and think, what are your reading goals? Why do you want to get into reading? Some people read because they do realize that they are constantly on their phone and they want a conscious hobby. Some people read to find a community because their friends read a lot and they want to be part of that community. Some people just read because they want to experience new stories, new characters, or you get bored easily. You are not a TV person, you don't want to be on your phone all the time. Whatever is your reason, I want you to sit and find it out for yourself. I am not going to tell you what to do, why to read. Maybe in a way, I am telling you why you should read, but I'm also going to ask you to ask yourself what is the one thing that you want to achieve by reading more. Maybe you want to be the kid again who used to read a lot. Maybe you want to live in the stories that you used to. You need an escape. All of these are very right answers, but that should come from you. Whatever is your reason, I want you to hold on to that. As I said before, reading shouldn't be like a chore. It shouldn't be just a Goodreads reading challenge or a contest. You know the tale, I was on Bookstagram before, and there is such a competition about who reads the most book in a year, or who reads the most trendiest book, or who has the best numbers. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to live your life just for numbers. I want you to feel happy while you pursue your hobbies. I want you to feel like you read a really good book and your day is made. So, whatever is your reason, I want you to hold on to that. And I also want you to ask yourself that is this something that you are doing for yourself, not to prove anything to anyone or to tick off a box. Believe me when I say it, when you're going to do things for yourself, not for anyone else, you're going to be more disciplined in following through. You're going to be wanting to do that thing more, and you are the one who is going to be benefited the most from it. Once you figured out why you want to build this habit, I want you to also have a mindset shift, in the sense that you are not going to take reading as something that you do one off, that you want to do every single day for 2 hours like a silent retreat. I want you to think of reading as something that you can do any time of the day when you have free time, and you are going to make up for it if you are feeling like you are not doing enough. Not in the sense that you will leave all your responsibility aside, so you will only be doing it once you have the proper space. I want you to think of it as just a hobby. There's no achievement, no sense of failure in not reading X number of books every single year, every single month, every single week. I want you to think of it as something you can do maybe when you are commuting, maybe when you have 10 minutes before your sleep, maybe you want to wake up and just start your day on a slow note, but you only have 10 minutes to do so. So you sit down with your coffee and read your current read, or maybe on your lunch breaks when you are really overwhelmed sitting in front of a screen. I like to do all of these things. I always say once a reader, always a reader. And even if you're not reading like 10 books a month, even if you take a couple of months to just finish one book, you are still a reader and you should be proud of it. So keep telling yourself that you are reading enough in the time that you have, and you are not going to give up on it, and you are going to find spaces in your day where you can find time to read, because at the end of the day, it is your hobby. At the end of the day, it is something that you want to do, and you should feel responsible for it. And once you take it as something that you need to do for yourself and nothing else, then I'm pretty sure you're going to have a mindset shift. And overall, you're going to pick up that book on your own. No one else is going to have to force it out of you. All these habits, I do understand sometimes you do need a nudge in the direction of where you want to go, but it has to come from you. So have a reader's mindset. Think of this hobby as something that is going to bring a lot of things in your life, and you need to do it for yourself, no one else. All right, let's get into the real tips, the practical stuff. Here is how to go from I kind of want to read to wow, is this my third book this month? Tip number one, start small, start short. You really cannot win this game if you start off by choosing to read a 700 pages saga. There is no winning there. I want you to start small. I have read sagas in my life, I have read really thick books, and I have enjoyed the process of reading them. But whenever I feel myself feeling overwhelmed or I am really busy, which happens a lot of time, I always reach out to smaller books, novellas, mysteries, books that are fast paced, so that I am on top of this habit. I do not feel like I have completely gave up on reading, and yet I do not feel defeated. Start with a short novel, a novella, maybe a memoir. Make it win. The goal is to feel accomplished, like you really finished a book. Tip number two, attach reading to an existing habit. Coupling habits is a great way to piggyback on your already built up momentum. Like, for example, if you like to have coffee at 6 p.m. in the evening after you have finished off your work, then you can pair that habit with a book. Or if you commute at 8 a.m. in the morning, better to carry a book with you so that you can read for 10 minutes, 20 minutes on your way to work. My personal favorite these days is to read 15 minutes before going to bed. I really do try to keep my phone aside, because when I'm on my phone just before sleeping, I see that my sleep quality, it is not as good as I would like it to be. And also the fact, when I consciously read even 10 pages, I feel like I go to bed in a calmer mindset, not being overwhelmed with all that is thrown to me by social media or too much information on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, to avoid that and to consciously shut down after a long and hard day, reading can be a really good habit to add to your nighttime routine or your morning routine. Tip number three, make it easier to reach out for a book rather than your phone. There are various ways to do it. You can put a book on your bedside table, your current read, or you can keep a book with you in your tote bag. You can also carry a book wherever you go. You can also put books in your vicinity, like I like to do. I do all of these things. There is a book that I have on my bedside table, which is specifically that I read in the night. Then I also have books that I take with me to work. I also carry books all the time whenever I'm going out. I also have books strewn around in various places in my house so that they are not out of my sight, and I am more prone to picking them up psychologically. Whenever I see them, they are not out of my sight, and it's kind of a reminder that I need to get back to my current read. Tip number four, audiobooks are not cheating. I am a big audiobook advocate. I will always tell people to get to listening audiobooks if you find it hard to sit down and read, because audiobooks are a great way to read some very good books that are hard to grapple, that are really big, and people struggle with it because they get overwhelmed. But the stories itself are so inspiring, so motivating, that you need to know about these stories. And people who say that audiobooks are not actual reading, I think they have too much time on their hands, that they're able to read all the books that they want to. Really, practically, people do not have time to read books anymore or to do any of their hobbies, because we live in a time where we need to do everything on our own. Personally, for me, my days are completely packed. I have to cook, clean, go to work, do everything on our own. My husband helps me. Both of us do everything around the house. But after that, we really struggle to find time for our hobbies. And with that, it just gets difficult reading. So I listen to audiobooks all the time when I am cooking in the kitchen or I am cleaning. Cleaning is something that doesn't take a lot of my mental energy. It is kind of autopilot. So I am just going for it. And that is a very good time to start your audiobook, pick up from where you left, and also enjoy your atmosphere. So I make it an activity. Maybe you like to go out for a walk in the evening, then you can take your audiobook and you can look forward to reading or listening to your audiobook while you are walking, getting some exercise in as well. All of these little things are going to help you get to actual real world stories that you have been putting off for so long. And what do you know? It is a win win for everyone. So, why would you not want to do that? I don't know this critique around audiobooks. If you want to improve your vocabulary, of course, do not just listen to audiobooks, actually, also read books. But with audiobooks, I've also felt like some of the words that I did not know the pronunciation of, because I always used to just read them. I learned a lot of these pronunciations from audiobook, and the way to pronounce them, the way accents work, all of these things you do learn through audiobooks. So think of them as actual books that you are reading and a habit that you are falling to. Tip number 5, it is okay to not force yourself to read a book that you really don't want to, and it wasn't a piece of your cake. It took me a lot of years to accept the fact that it is okay to DNF books if I am not liking them. And I'm someone who, if start something, want to finish it, and I lost a lot of motivation, even my reading mojo in between, if I was just reading books that I don't want to read. So eventually I stopped doing that, and I am really happy. So I'm going to give you permission to stop reading books that you don't want to read. Maybe you started off because a friend suggested it to you, but it wasn't for you. And it's okay to not keep wasting time in struggling to finish a book that you do not enjoy reading. Rather, leave it as it is. Pick up a book that you actually want to read and do not give up on this habit. The goal is to have fun and to enjoy this hobby, not to feel like you are suffering through it all. And tip number 6, and my favorite, is to surround yourself with people who are reading around you, or to be part of a community that helps you read more. Even if I'm not reading actively, I am part of a community who likes to read a lot. I like to think of myself as a reader. No matter how many books I read in a single year, I also like to visit my local libraries ever so often, even if I'm not checking out any book. And I also like to go to Goodreads every once in a while to see what others are reading. I have been part of some book clubs in the past, not lately, but being part of book clubs is also a really cool idea, is a really cool way to get into the community and also find friends to talk about books and feel like a part of community. I have been meaning to ask you guys if you would like to be a part of a book club, if I start one here, or if I start through any other medium. I'm not sure if people will join, but this is something that I feel like an obligation to start if I am being a custodian of reading on internet. Personally, I would love doing that. I actually have been thinking of starting a physical book club around the area where I am, but most of my audience is back in India, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would love to be a part of a book club, a member only book club, or a book club that convene every week and we choose a book and discuss more about it. Let me know in the comment section below if this is something that you would want to be a part of. If not, that's also okay. I am just taking a poll. Join other clubs. Even if you can't join the club, you can buddy up with a friend, read together, discuss more about it. Or if you are a loner kind of person, just walk into your local library or a bookstore, sit there, read, enjoy, make a solo date out of it. All in all, to wrap up with some informal tips, reading, like any other productive hobby, can bring so much to your life, can bring so much joy if done right. You can find a lot of friends to talk about books with. You can slide into your friends' DM just talking about books, or form physical book clubs in the school, college, or workplace you are at. You can think of it as this really cozy and nice activity you do over the weekend. Maybe light a candle around the house and sit to read for like 30 minutes, 1 hour, with a nice cozy blanket. This is something that I like to do sometimes. I also like to read outside. I have a hashtag on Instagram, take your books out, which I feel should be a movement, because a lot of time people do not carry their books with them, and public reading is something that is getting lost, I feel. So you can club reading with these activities that you already like doing, and also choose books that you really really want to read, rather than again making it a rat race, making it something that you're going to compare yourself with others. That is not the point of it all. If you want to read fantasy books, read fantasy books. If you want to read anime, read anime. If you want to read poetry books, read poetry books. If you want to read children's book, read that. No one is going to stop you. Reading one kind of book over another doesn't make you a bad reader, doesn't make you less intellectual. As a matter of fact, you are still reading. So keep doing that, keep doing what you want to do, rather than being too concerned about others' opinion and comparing yourself with everyone else on this planet. Surely track your reads, be on Goodreads, do what helps you, but think of it as a hobby, not as another thing that you need to do to feel productive. So this is it, my simple, gentle beginner's guide to building a reading habit. If you find these tips useful or you already implement some of them, let me know in the comment section below. And if I missed something, I would love to hear from you guys. What you like to do to read more? What are your tried and tested tips when you were building a reading habit? And if there's something particular that worked really well for you, I am all ears. I want to read more. I want to feel happy after reading books. And this is the whole goal of it all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. I am trying to mix up my content with just not book list or book recommendation, but talking more about reading as a hobby as well. So as to get to the mindset of it all, get behind the thinking and psyche of it all, so that all of us can read more, right? That is the goal of this channel. Thank you so much for giving ears to my random thoughts, and I hope you are reading some good books as I speak. Before I take a leave for today, I would like to know from you guys, what are you currently reading, or if there is any particular book that you are intending to pick up after watching this video. If this video helped you, hit that like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, happy reading.